video for you guys. Another one on the Tahoe, of course. I don't mean to keep doing how-to videos, but it just seems that this thing always needs something stupid, so here I am making another video on it. My wife came to me at work today bringing me a coffee, and I noticed her fans were running really loud when I walked out. So immediately I look in to check the temperature to make sure it's not overheating, and the temperature gauge was not reading at all. So I'm assuming the temperature sensor's out, and that would cause the fans to run wild like that. I did look it up a little bit, read some forums and stuff, and that's what it came up with. So we're gonna go ahead and change that out. I'm gonna just show you how to do that real quick and see if that takes care of it. So real quick before I move it, she had been driving it, so it should still be warm, and as you can tell, that temperature gauge right here, the second one in obviously, is still not picking up any signal. So with 160,000 miles, I'd assume it's just dirty, wore out, whatever the case may be. But like I said, we'll check it out, and you can kind of hear those fans running from in here even. Just going to town out there, so we're gonna move it over to the garage and get started on changing this out. Another little thing to include, the vehicle is off right now and the fans are still running. I don't know if it's like a safety deal or why it chooses to do that when the sensor goes out, but if yours is doing this, this is probably your issue. Yeah, no idea why it does that. So we're gonna start off by we're gonna pull the negative battery cable off, and that should shut those down anyway, so we don't have to deal with listening to that any longer. I ended up pulling the positive off. The negative on these is kind of in a rough spot, and I have had so many issues with this thing coming loose over time, and it's kind of loose, and I tried tightening it, and it will not tighten anymore. So probably gonna be looking at putting a new terminal on this. I go ahead and remove this plenum box here in front of your intake. It's just going to be these two breather hoses on each side. You just depress this with a flathead, and then you're going to have a hose clamp here and over here, and it should just lift up and out of the way. Alright, so on the driver's side, I can do this one-handed. We're just going to push up from the bottom, and you'll see that extends it, and then just give it a little wiggle here as I struggle. There you go, and it just pops off and rotates out of the way. We're gonna go over here to the passenger side, and this one pushes down from the top. So you just depress that like that, give it a wiggle, and rotate it out of the way. All right, now with the hose clamps loose, I just wiggled it, got it free from the throttle body. Then on this side, you're just gonna do the same. Just pull it, it'll come right off. On your water pump on the front of the engine, you have your thermostat housing. Some people recommend you change that while you're here. I'm not going to in this case. And then right here is your coolant temperature sensor. So we're just going to remove this little safety tab, pull it up, unclip it, and that should be a 19 millimeter, and we'll swap it out real quick. Oop, pulled it all the way out, but yeah, you get the idea. Just that little locking tab. I'll set that to the side so I can re-put it in. Then when you push the tab there, give her a little wiggle to set that down. There you go. Set that to the side. Now I just gotta pull that guy out. Turns out I couldn't find a 19 millimeter deep socket. I know I have one somewhere, but a 3/4 does fit it pretty good. Now I got that loosened up. It will spill a little coolant, so sensor in there, just so it doesn't just sit there. I guess it's not going to pour out. That's good. Clean it out a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, 3/4 will fit. Start it with your hand for sure. Make sure you get it good before you start cranking her in. There is a torque spec. I believe it's 12 foot-pounds. I'm just going to snug it up. It's got some copper crush washers on the bottom, so really can't go wrong there, as long as you don't crank her in too tight that you're pulling threads. No need to be He-Man on it. And especially with using a 3/4 instead of a 19, I don't want to round it off. So just Guten Tag. Guten Tag? You know, whatever they say in Germany. Actually, it tightened up to where the plug is actually, the release is on the back side now. That makes no difference to me. I'm going to go ahead and run it. So just make sure we get that locking tab back on there so it doesn't come off. I'm just going to work this back on real quick like. Start on the airbox just because that seems to be the harder one to line up. It goes all the way to these little tabs there. Just line it up there. And then I'm going to work it on the throttle body. I did wipe it out, like I said. Just preference, you don't have to do that. And I believe, yeah, there's a little bracket back here. Right here, there's a little tab this sets on. Right here, it's slotted. I make sure it's lined up right. One over here, nope. Okay. So yeah, just get it on that tab, then
one eternity later.
Prematurely put away my screwdriver. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and tighten up those hose clamps first. Same with those, just make sure they're on there good, snug. So you don't have to put the cheater pipe on the screwdriver. Just snug them up. We're going to snap in these nice and firm. Check them, they're good. Alright, now we're just going to plug the battery back in. Alright, let's fire it back up. Since we disconnected the battery, these always ask you to do some sort of action. I'll open and close that to make the computer happy. Oh, no, it's the passenger. Okay, see if it's happy now. There we go. Put this back to info. Well, the engine is cooled off, so it's not reading anything yet because it's not warm yet. I'll cut in a clip after driving it around, but you can already tell the fans aren't going hog wild out there. So I believe that fixed our issue. Truck's been running for a couple minutes here. Just wanted to show you guys that it did end up reading temperature again. So we're all set, fixed it. All right, guys, so yeah, the coolant temperature sensor fixed the issue on this. Hopefully this video helps somebody. Like I said, I don't plan to make how-to videos. It just happened that I decided this could be helpful. Pass on a little information, maybe save you some money so you can do it yourself. I'll be posting this to my YouTube, my Facebook and Instagram, and maybe even my TikTok account. So just give it a like and a follow if you can. That'd be great. I want to start getting some more content out there. I don't really have a catchy phrase to say at the end, so hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.